What's up, YouTube? It is Ben from Pragmatic Software Engineering, and today we're going to talk about how to install Java and an IDE, especially for Linux. So to make things a little more confusing, there are multiple types of Java out there. There is OpenJDK, there is Oracle JDK. They both effectively are the same thing. One has different licensing than the other, and Oracle JDK has a couple more quality of life apps bundled into the sort of binary that they sell. When you're installing Java, you need to be very explicit on, are you installing the JDK or the JRE? The JDK stands for Java Development Kit, and JRE stands for Java Runtime Environment. Now, in the name, you can kind of deduce this, but the JDK allows you to run Java and also allows you to write Java. The JRE only allows the running of Java. Additionally, when you install Java, it's not very pleasant to write in Word or Notepad or Notepad++. You're going to need a pretty strong IDE that supports Java. So there are some choices here. You could use Vim, you could use NetBeans, you could use Intellij or Eclipse. We are going to use Intellij, and that's just because I use this one professionally. As a side note, for people who aren't tuned into this, insulting another developer's IDE of choice is like insulting their mother. It's a huge deal, and there are big fights out there about who has the best IDE. Anyways, side over. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to download JDK11, we're going to set up Java, and we're going to install IntelliJ IDEA. So with that, I'm just going to go here, I'm going to type OpenJDK. We're going to go here. We're going to click download and install. Let's go here, and let's say I want to go to Java SE11. Now, a lot of flavors of Linux have a package manager to install this, and I would definitely suggest you do that. And I'll leave some comments below or in the description of which commands to use. But just in case you don't have a package manager installed, we're going to actually install it from a tar or whatever this is. This looks like a tar. So let's go to downloads. Let me save this. As it's downloading, I'm going to go into that folder. There it is. Now, you can extract tar by using the following command. tar xvf openjdk 11, that's 28 Linux, and you hit enter, and it's going to explode outwards here. So a general rule of thumb is, when you have a tar like this and you've extracted it, you should remove it afterwards. So now I have this folder, and I need to move it somewhere that's accessible. So in Linux, people put it in different places, but I'm going to move this to user local, and let's choose share. We're going to move JDK11 into this. Alright, so this is happening because I don't have the correct permissions to edit this portion of my file system. So what I can do is I can rerun the same command with sudo, which will allow me to do that. And now it's there. There it is. Okay, cool. So now we have Java installed. All right. So I said we're going to install Java on the path. And so that means we're going to add this definition of Java, or this folder's definition of Java, where it lives, to this environment variable. And what that will do is it will prevent us from having to write /user/local/share/jdk11/bin/java. Instead, we can just write Java. Okay, so the way to do this is you're going to go to your home directory, and you are going to edit your bash rc For me, I'm using ZSHRC, but just it should be pretty similar. At the end, you're going to type export path equals user local share jdk-11/bin path. What this does is this says I want to create the variable path, and I want it to have user local share jdk-11bin, and then append whatever the path was before on this. Now we save this. We're going to reload it with the source command, and now if I type java.version, it's installed. Look at that. Now we're cooking with gas. Okay, that's installing Java onto the path. That's the post-installation steps we need. Next, let's install Intellij. All right. Again, we're going to detar and unzip this file. I'm going to rename it just to make things easier. And I'm going to move it to user local share. Oh, that's right. I need to use sudo for that. All right, cool. So now let's cd into user local share. So if we go in here, there is another bin folder, but there is no idea file. There's just an idea.sh. So if we wanted to, we could create a link file, like a shortcut, and place it in some place that's better for Linux to understand that this is a binary. We can do that in another video. I'm just going to boot idea. All right. So your Intellij is going to look a little different because this is loading from another installation I have on this machine that makes it a little more colorful, but you should probably see a smaller window asking you if you want to import or add a new project. But there we go. We have Intellij installed.